Hi, friends and neighbors. My name is Amy Neville, and I am a yoga instructor, and I have a little studio called Vex Yoga. You could look it up online if you want to know more about it. We have a Facebook page. But I am here today to give you guys a little relief for those of us that are working safely at home. Maybe we're sitting hunched over a desk for a while. Maybe we're sitting at a kitchen table. Maybe we've had to get creative and make our little office space out of our couch and a TV tray holder. So whatever it is that you're working with, I'm here to help alleviate some of that sitting and hunching and general fatigue that we get from sitting and kind of slouching and as we spend more and more time sitting at those desks. I don't know about you, but it sure seems like my husband is spending a lot more time working right now than he was when he was at his actual job where he could clock in at 9 o'clock, clock out at 6 o'clock. It just seems like there's a constant going on. So if that's you, this should definitely help you alleviate some neck, some shoulders, get a little stretch into our hips. All right, so let's go ahead and go for it. We're going to start off sitting down, sitting up. Nice, easy seat here. If this is not comfortable for you, I know some people have a hard time crossing their legs due to some hip some hip tightness. So if you would like to, go ahead and just bring your legs out in front of you. That's another option. Open them up to a V. Whatever it is that makes you comfortable. Remember, if we do something and it hurts, don't do it. You don't have to torture yourself. The idea here is to provide you a little relaxation and relief from sitting, even though we're starting off sitting, but we won't be here long. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through your spine. Imagine there's a little string pulling you up nice and long. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Let those shoulders relax and soften away from you. We're going to move right into some neck rolls here. So on an exhale, drop that chin to your chest. Slowly bring that right ear to your right shoulder. Again, taking care. If something hurts or you don't have this kind of mobility in your neck, just go as far as you can. Gently drop your head back. Bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And on around again. Keep that going. Maybe 3 to 5 neck rolls here. And once you've gone through those, if you decide that maybe it feels really good on your right and you want to hang out here for a little longer stretch, then go for it. Take your time. There's no right or wrong length of time to go through these. It's doing what's right for you. Let's go ahead and move in the other direction. You might hear a little cracking and popping, and that's totally normal. If it hurts, though, slowly move out of it, taking care with your body. And again, if you feel like hanging on one side or the other, you are welcome to do that. All right. Sitting up tall again, let's bring our legs right out in front of us. Just a little easy windshield wiper of our legs, warming up our hips a little bit. All right, we're going to come back through the center. We're going to sweep those legs in and we're going to rock right on around into a tabletop position. So in this tabletop position, you want your knees hip distance apart. Knees are stacked right below those hips. Palms are pressing into the mat. Make sure you're not pressing into your wrist. We tend to move into our wrists here. So keep it like your palms have little suction cups and they're being pulled into the mat. Fingers act like little anchors. Our elbow is right below our shoulder and our wrist is right below our elbows. Pull that belly button in, roll those shoulders away, lift that head up here, looking right out in front of you. Close your eyes here and just notice if anything is off. Maybe your toes are curled under. Go ahead and let the tops of your feet come to the floor if that feels comfortable. Pressing those palms in, spin those triceps in towards your body. From here, we're going to move into cow pose and then cat pose. So on an inhale, you kind of let your chest sink toward the floor, and then you pull that chest forward as you continue to inhale. Imagine that you're trying to move your chest past your biceps. You'll gaze up and look up at the ceiling. Your tailbone will tip up. That's your nice big inhale here. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck your chin into your chest. Imagine you could pull your heart back through your shoulder blades, stretching into those shoulders. Pelvis tilts forward. Inhaling back into cow. Nice big inhale. Big exhale, tucking that chin into the chest as you move back into cat, letting your head and neck relax here. Keep going here at your own pace. Taking your time with these. This is to get your spine moving here. Nice and gentle. Keeping that going. Now, if one of these stretches feels really good, or both of them, you can take your time and hang out, feeling your belly stretch here in your cow pose. As you exhale, pulling that heart back through the shoulder blades, feeling that back shoulder girdle open up. We'll take a couple more. And then come back into a tabletop. If you notice that your knees don't like this, put a blanket under your knees. Anything you have to make yourself more comfortable is always welcome. On your next inhale, let's go ahead and flip those toes. And as we exhale, send our hips up and back into a downward dog here. Pressing our palms into the mat here. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this downward dog, so we have some more to come. So inhale, look out in front of you. As you exhale, walk those feet forward to the front of your mat. And as you exhale, let your arms get heavy here, like they're wet noodles. Nice heavy arms, heavy through the head and neck. Feeling those feet press into the mat. Noticing here if your weight went into your toes. If your weight's all in your toes, balance out through that foot. Feel all four corners of your foot pressing into the mat. Feeling that stretch along the back of your legs. Only going as far as you're comfortable. If you feel some stretching on the back of your knees, that's most likely your tendons. So give a slight little bend to those knees here to keep your legs nice and safe. Now press those feet into the mat, and on your inhale, slowly roll on up. Head and neck are the last thing to rise. Nice exhale once you get to the top. And then from here, we're going to move into some half sun salutations. These are nice. They're very energizing. So when you're sitting at your desk and you're starting to feel that little slump, maybe midday, after lunch, whenever your little tired spot is, get up and do a few of these half sun salutations to kind of bring some energy back into your body. So we're pressing our feet into the mat. I like to keep my feet about hip distance apart. My toes and knees are facing forward. I'm lifting through my quads. My pelvic bowl tilts forward. My belly button pulls in. My ribs are floating on top of my hips. My arms are relaxed out to the side here. Go ahead and close your eyes. Notice if your weight is shifted to one side or the other, finding that balance through your feet and through your legs. We'll have a couple of breaths here. Breathing in that energy that's going to get you through the second half of your workday. Alrighty, on our next inhale, let's go ahead and sweep the arms up. As we sweep the arms up, our shoulders drop away from our ears. Our belly button stays pulled in. That pelvis is still tilting forward, kind of flattening out through our lower back. On an exhale, hinge from those hips as you fold forward, coming all the way around back into that forward fold. Head and neck are relaxed. Arms are heavy. Check in on the back of those knees. Give them a little bend if you need to. Couple of breaths here, kind of decompressing. Then inhale into a half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Hands can come to your shins here. Roll those shoulders away from you. Pull that belly button in toward the spine to flatten out through your lower back, gazing out in front of you. And exhale, forward fold. Pressing those feet into the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms on up. And exhale those hands back through your heart center. And again, we'll do everything on the breath this time. That first one was just our warm-up. So inhale, And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Press those feet into the mat and inhale, sweep those arms on up. Exhale, bringing those hands back to your heart center and right back into it. Inhale, energizing our body here. Exhale, hinge from those hips and fold forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back, looking ahead. Exhale, forward fold. Pressing those feet into the mat. Inhale, sweep those arms on up. And exhale those hands to your heart center. Let's build that energy some more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press those feet in and inhale, sweep those arms on up. Exhale those hands to your heart center. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Again, press those feet in and inhale, sweep those arms on up. And exhale those hands to your heart center. Hopefully you're feeling a little fired up now in your belly. Your spine is lengthening. Your shoulders are relaxing. Your hips are feeling a little more open. And we're going to move on here. So inhale, we're going to sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge from those hips and fold forward. Inhale, half lift here. But this time as we exhale, we're going to plant our hands and we're either going to step back into plank if that feels okay for you, or we're going to just go ahead and bring our knees to the mat and come into kind of an angled tabletop here with the back of our legs. And then exhale, let's lower all the way to the ground here. We're going to bring our hands under our shoulder blades, tucking those elbows in at our side, and we're going to move into our upward dog here. So our chest will slide forward, lifting through our heart. Shoulders roll away from the ears. Belly button pulls in while your pelvic bowl tilts forward. Get a nice chest opener here, stretching our belly, feeling our spine move. Now, the final step in this, our tops of our feet are pressing into the floor, and we lift through our thighs. If you prefer not to lift through your thighs, then just leave them on the mat. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, let's bring ourselves back to the mat. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift through the heart. Roll the shoulders back. Lift those thighs if that feels okay. If you're feeling compression in your lower back, really tilt that pelvis forward. Or if you have lower back issues, just come all the way here into cobra. That's okay. Come on down. One more time. Inhale, lift through that heart. Roll those shoulders back. Pull that belly button in. Tilt that pelvis forward. Lift those thighs off the mat for upward dog. And then when you're ready, we're going to roll around those toes and cruise on into downward dog. If cruising right on into downward dog is not your jam, that's okay. Come right here from upward dog. Let those thighs relax and come into tabletop. Then flip the toes and come into downward dog. Whatever works for your body here. So this downward dog we're going to focus on here. We're going to really calibrate it, pressing our palms into the mat here, anchoring out through those fingers. Spin those triceps in toward the ears. Let that head and neck relax. Shoulders are sliding down your back. As you inhale, pull that belly button and lift those hips up toward the ceiling. As you exhale, press those thighs out toward the back of your room or to the side of your room, whichever way they're facing. Let those heels head toward the mat. If your hamstrings feel really tight here, gentle pedals through the legs will help loosen things up. Bend the knees if you need to, if this is feeling too intense being long through those legs. This downward dog pose is about lengthening and strengthening our spine. It's not so much about those heels getting toward the mat, so don't worry about that so much. Do what's right for your body here. Nice big inhale, nice smooth exhale as we settle into this downward dog. Now we're going to put those two things together. So inhale, look out in front of you. Exhale, rocking forward and dropping into an upward dog here if you like. Let those thighs rest if you need to. And then inhale, flip those toes and exhale into downward dog. Inhale, looking out in front of you as you come forward, dropping into an upward dog. Flip those toes and cruising into a downward dog. Rocking forward, dropping into that upward dog. Heading back into that downward dog. Or if you'd rather stay hanging out in one or the other, you are welcome to do that. Let's do it 2 more times. Come on forward. Upward dog. Downward dog. Upward dog. And downward dog. We're going to take a break here. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, bring those knees to the mat. Toes come together. Bring your knees about mat distance apart. And as you exhale, we're going to slide those hips back into our child's pose. Arms are nice and long here. In theory, you're bringing your head all the way to the mat, but not all of us make it there. That's okay. So if you are up here and you feel like you're really straining, put a pillow. Take your bed pillows, put them between your thigh and your calf. Put a pillow under your toes if you need to. Then slide on back. If it's difficult for you to get to the floor, bring another pillow. Fold up some blankets. Relax over them. It's okay. Get nice and long through those arms. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale. Sink into this child's pose. And you get to hang out here as long as you need to. This is always a nice way just to kind of relax and unwind when it's time for that. And then with our next exhale, we're going to wash our hands off the right side of our mat, going for a little crescent in the top half of our body here. Take a nice big inhale and exhale, sink toward your mat. Stretching into that left side of our body. And then inhale, we'll come back through the center. And exhale, keep on going over to the other side. Reach out nice and long. Big inhale. Nice smooth exhale. Stretching out our right side body now. And inhale, let's come back through the center. Press those palms into the mat and inhale, gently come on up. And then we'll come on back here. Bring your hands behind you. Sweep those legs around in front of you. We're going to take some nice seated twists here. A little more action for our spine. And then on our next inhale, let's bring our right leg in. You can keep your right leg here if you like, or bring it over the left leg, but bring that right leg flat to your mat or to your floor or towel, whatever it is you're sitting on. Then inhale, we'll bring our right arm up. Exhale, bringing it behind us, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, hook that left elbow outside that right knee. And exhale, twist through those shoulders, turning that gaze behind you. Big inhale, sitting up tall. Nice, smooth exhale as you twist those shoulders. Now, if bringing that elbow outside that knee is a little too intense, hug that leg instead. It's okay. And exhale, slowly unwind, releasing that right leg. Inhale, bring in that left leg. Keep it tucked inside that right leg or cross it over that right leg, whatever works for your body. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, bring that left arm behind you, sitting up tall. Inhale our right arm up and exhale, bring that right elbow outside that left knee. As you take your next inhale, sit up tall. And as you exhale, twist those shoulders, turn and look behind you. Really feel it through your spine here. Again, if that elbow outside the knee is too much, go ahead and hug your leg. And exhale, slowly unwind. Release that leg out in front of you. And then we're going to inhale, hug those legs in. And as you exhale, we're going to gently roll back onto the mat. We're going to get a nice stretch into our piriformis, deep muscle in our glutes here. So with your next inhale, bring that left leg over the right. Bring that left ankle on top of that right thigh. You might be out here with your legs, and that's okay. If that's as far as you can go, that's as far as you can go. It's important not to force anything, and it's important to do what's right for your body. So as you inhale, bring that right leg back. Interlace your fingers around that right thigh. Inhale, right thigh presses back. Exhale, left knee moves away from your body. Nice big inhale. Nice smooth exhale, stretching into that left hip. Let your shoulders relax back to the mat. Just settle into this stretch. Left leg around to meet the right, and inhale, bring that right ankle on top of your left thigh. And you'll probably notice one of your hips is way tighter than the other. You're totally normal, that's okay. Interlace those fingers around your left thigh. Inhale, left thigh presses back. Exhale, right knee moves away from your body, getting into that right hip. Every inhale, the left thigh presses back. Every exhale, that right knee moves away from your body. Stretching into that right hip, taking it easy, doing what you can here. If it starts to hurt, slowly come out of it. I know this has been a quick yoga class, if you will. I'm looking forward to bringing you more of these, so stay tuned for some more short little yoga breaks for your workday. And release that left leg. Bring the right leg around. Hug that knee in. Rock from side to side. And then when you're ready, exhale, release those legs out to the mat. Now I know your urge here is to pop up and get right back to work. Don't do that. Give yourself just even 3 minutes here will be very refreshing. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, let your body get heavy into the mat, letting all that stress, all that sitting at the desk, let it all just melt away here while you relax your body and take a few minutes to rest your mind. Now you'll stay here as long as you like. I'm going to leave you here. I appreciate you joining me today. And again, I look forward to doing more of these little quick breaks from your workday videos for you. If you have any questions, you can email me, amy@vexyoga.com. That's AMY@VEXYOGA.com. Again, thank you for joining me. Namaste.